Please welcome the Chief Justice of the Michigan Supreme Court, Bridget McCormick.
I had lots of instructions to unmute myself, even though I already unmuted myself. Welcome, everybody, and congratulations. Thank you all for participating in this historic virtual swearing-in ceremony with the Michigan Supreme Court. I am delighted that my colleague, my newest colleague, Justice Elizabeth Welch, is also here. So if anything weird happens with my video feed, she will step right in. But I think she's mostly here because it is one of the most satisfying things we do is swearing in new lawyers, and you all in particular. You have worked very hard to get here. What a time to go through law school and pass the bar in the middle of a global pandemic where you had to do a lot of your work by yourself, alone, while we know you had considerable stress and you got through it. Congratulations. We are excited that you are here. And before we move on to the formal ceremony, I want to share a couple of thoughts about this moment and about how exciting it is that you're finally here to join us. We are eager for your contributions. This is a really, really exciting time to be joining the legal profession. We've seen more change in the last 15 months than in my entire career as a lawyer, and I'm old. The pandemic caused us to pivot and grow and learn new things and try new things and do new things almost overnight. And we've done them considerably well in state courts across the state. Michigan, in fact, has been a national leader in figuring out how to quickly make sure that our courts were still accessible to people while we kept them safe. And at the same time, we've had the most significant national conversation about race and equity in our justice system in my lifetime. And as a result, an awful lot is being thought through again. There are a lot of changes that have happened already, but there's more that can be done. And we are eager to have your contributions in figuring it out. About a month ago, the judges of the state had our annual judicial conference, and we were lucky enough to be addressed by Bryan Stevenson at the start of the conference. And if you've heard Bryan speak anytime recently, you've heard him say that the opposite of poverty is not wealth. The opposite of poverty is justice. And justice is going to be whatever you all decide it should be. And I mean that really seriously. There is a lot that we are rethinking. We are engaged in the most ground up reconsideration of how we deliver equal justice to our neighbors that we have ever been engaged in. And I am proud of the Michigan, the lawyers, the bench, and the bar for working on this together and working on delivering the opposite of poverty to all of our neighbors. So I can't wait to have you join us and get to work. We are eager for your ideas, for your energy, for your contributions. And I can't wait to meet each and every one of you in person. I think you know this, but I'm supposed to tell you again. The way this is going to work is you're all muted for now. And when it's time, you're going to unmute yourselves and repeat the oath after me. But first, it is my honor to introduce Rob Buchanan, the president of the State Bar of Michigan, who has led that organization through this most unusual and stressful moment with great success. And thank you, Rob, for all that you have done this last year. And I think you're going to make a motion.
Thank you very much, Chief Justice McCormick, both for presiding over this ceremony, swearing in today, and also for everything that you have done to make sure that Michigan's legal system continues to not just function, but to thrive during this very challenging time. And you've done a tremendous job. You are an innovator, which is what our profession needs. And I think in this group of candidates today, there are other innovators. So it is with great pleasure today that I help you introduce these new attorneys to our State Bar of Michigan. I can't wait to see the great things these attorneys are going to do over their legal career. To the candidates, congratulations to you on the success you've already demonstrated. All of you got into law school, you graduated, and you passed the bar examination and the MPRE. And so you have shown your ability to succeed and your willingness to work hard, which is extremely important to be an attorney in the state of Michigan. So with that, I'd like to introduce the candidates. Andrea Ellen Beeler Norholm. Melanie Mary Boscovich. Brooke Mackenzie Cartwright. Bradley Connors. Catherine Ann Cooper. Laketria Windray Felder. Lindsay Marie Wong. Maya Lowry. James R. Marsh. Megan Mainhart. Emily Cress Miller. Nina Zainab Mosehim. Michael Schwartz. Autumn Sayab. Leighton Alexander Watson. Colleen Cecilia Wenning. Your Honor, I am reliably informed that all of these candidates have met the necessary knowledge, credentials, as well as the character to practice law in the state of Michigan. And with that, I am moving for their admission to the State Bar of Michigan.
Thank you, President Buchanan. And it is now time to administer the oath. If you would like to follow as I read, please refer to your hard copy or the web link that was provided to you by the State Bar staff. You'll need it, it's long, although I will break it up. I will read 2 or 3 lines at a time, pausing for you to repeat after me. So with that, please unmute yourselves and raise your right hands. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear or affirm
I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
I will
Support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Michigan.
I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice and judicial officers.
I will
retain this respect
to courts of justice, judicial officers.
I will not counsel or maintain any suit or proceeding which shall appear to me to be unjust.
I will not counsel or maintain any suit or proceeding which shall appear to me to be unjust.
nor any defense except such as I believe
nor
or any defense
except
as I
believe
to be honestly debatable under the law of the land.
to be
to be honestly
honestly
debatable under the
debatable
law of the
law of
land.
the land.
I will employ for the purpose of maintaining the causes confided to me
I will
I will
Will
employ
employ
for the purposes of maintaining the causes confided to me
provided to me.
such means only as are consistent with truth and honor,
such
means only as
As are consistent with truth and honor,
and will never seek to mislead the judge or jury by any artifice or false statement of fact or law.
and will
and
never
will never
never
seek
seek to
mislead
mislead
the
the judge or jury by any artifice, false statement of fact or law.
I will maintain the confidence and preserve inviolate the secrets of my client.
I will
I will
maintain
Will
maintain the confidence
and
preserve
preserve
violate
violate
secrets of my
secrets of my
client.
And will accept no compensation in connection with my client's business
and
Will
will accept no
No
compensation in
compensation
connection
in
with my
connection with my
client's
client's
business,
business,
except with my client's knowledge and approval.
except
except with my client's
knowledge and approval.
I will abstain from all offensive personality
I will
will
abstain
abstain from all personality
and advance no fact prejudicial to the honor or reputation of a party or witness,
and
and
advance
advance no fact
Fact
prejudicial
prejudicial
to
to the honor or
reputation
reputation of a party or witness,
unless required by the justice of the cause with which I am charged.
unless required
required by the justice cause with which I am charged.
I will never reject from any consideration personal to myself
I will never
Never
reject from
reject
any consideration
any consideration
to
personal to myself,
the cause of the defenseless or oppressed,
the cause
cause
the defenseless or oppressed,
or delay any cause for lucre or malice.
or delay any
any
cause
cause
for
or
malice.
malice.
I will in all other respects conduct myself personally and professionally
I
will
will
in all other respects conduct myself
myself
personally and professionally
in conformity with the high standards of conduct imposed upon members of the bar,
In
conformity with the high standards of conduct imposed upon members of the bar,
as conditions for the privilege to practice law in this state.
as conditions for the privilege to practice law in this state.
It's a mouthful, isn't it? Congratulations. Nailed it. I am very excited for all of the contributions you're going to make to the legal profession and to the state of Michigan. This has been a special session of the Michigan Supreme Court in your honor, and it is now in recess, but I will turn the screen back over to President Buchanan.
Thank you, Chief Justice. There is one last order of business that we want to cover before we conclude today. And that is, I want to talk to you about the Young Lawyer section, or as we affectionately call it, YLS. As a member of YLS, it's a great opportunity for you to start your legal career. They have exceptional programs, and it's a place to both learn, to train, to plan, and participate in substantive programs and other matters. It's a place to find a mentor in the practice of law. And in my experience and others, it's a place to make lifelong friends. So I encourage all of you, because you're automatically going to be members, to participate in the Young Lawyer section. But to tell you more about it, I want you to meet the current chair, Samantha Orbis.
Thanks, President Buchanan. Good afternoon. It's a privilege to address you all today. As the chair of the State Bar of Michigan Young Lawyers section, welcome to the profession. One of the most important things I like to share with new and young attorneys is how helpful I find it to be to get involved in early. The connections you make through bar service and activities are truly invaluable. The State Bar and many local and affinity bars have the resources to help you excel in your chosen profession. I'm going to take just a few minutes of your time today to share some brief information about the Young Lawyers section and invite you all to become active members of the section. A little bit of information about the section. It was founded in 1940 and is the oldest and second largest section of the state bar. It began as the junior bar before its name was changed. It's important to note that membership in YLS is automatic for every member in good standing of the State Bar of Michigan who is under the age of 36 or who has been admitted to practice for 5 years or less, whichever is greater. So as new members of the bar, welcome to the Young Lawyers section. We are happy to have you. The section provides education, information, analysis about issues of concern through meetings, seminars, our website, public service programs, and a publication of a blog called Inter Alia. We are governed by an executive council whose members are elected through the annual state bar elections and represent constituents in 3 different districts. A few fun facts. There are currently 6,794 active bar members in Michigan in the Young Lawyers section, and of those, 88.7% are millennials. And of the active young lawyers in Michigan, 23% are in Wayne, 32% in Oakland, and 8.5% in Kent. Those are the areas with the largest concentration of section members. So if you're going to be in Michigan, that's where you will find the majority of Young Lawyers section members. If you're interested in writing an article, serving on a committee, or learning more about the Young Lawyers section generally, please do not hesitate to contact me. My contact information is on the slide there with my email. And also you'll see information regarding our website, where you can find our blog, and also how to find us on Facebook. A quick plug, we have our annual Young Lawyers Summit fast approaching in September, in which we've collaborated with the Institute of Continuing Legal Education for both live and on-demand virtual programming. It features prominent justices, judges, and lawyers, so please consider joining us. Thank you for your time and attention, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Sam, and thank you, Chief Justice Bridget McCormick and Justice Elizabeth Welch. And I want to thank the family and friends who are watching on YouTube. Finally, I want to congratulate you, our new attorneys in Michigan. Welcome to this great profession, and we look forward to everything that you're going to do in your work here. With that, our program is adjourned. Thank you.